So friends, hi again. It's me Soham, and today we are going to discuss about the campus hiring of Cognizant 2022. So it is a very much interesting process with regards to the previous process, Cognizant 2021, and they have made a lot of changes that we are going to discuss in this video. And make sure you are staying till the end. So let's begin. First of all, as you can here see, uh, we will be dropping first of all we will be dropping the link of the Cognizant 22 campus hiring into the link. You can check it out from there. Now here we are going to get the 2022 campus hiring for Cognizant, and it is for the Gen Z next. First of all, I'm going to tell you that right now Cognizant was just hiring for 2021 grads some few months before. So this process is continuously going on. Earlier what all Cognizant used to do there, they used to go for on campus, and after that going through all the on campus throughout the colleges, they used to go for the off campus like they have done the year earlier. They have done they have went for the process like in February or March, something like that. But right now they have already revealed their campus hiring process, and this campus hiring is a much different from all of the things that we have been seeing. Like this time you don't get to choose in most of the drives what you want to do, but here you get to choose on which roles you're going to select. This is a great offer. uh, if you are good at everything, quality engineer, full stack, advanced data, digital user, and you can also show from here that how you can go through is. So as you can see, this is the job title for digital user experience engineer. All the responsibilities and all the requirements needed by for this post will be given in these data sheets, and all the data sheets you go through in this role. So from these data sheets, you can get knowledge about all the required specifications like skills required, location. Location is across India for most of all, but you get to know about the responsibilities, job description, which suits you. And you should, while registering, you should always select only one of the profiles which suits you. Like from all of these profiles, you got to choose. You have to choose the profile which suits you the best, and that is only the way of moving forward into the registration. It is not like that here you are just going for registration and that. You have to register for your specified role. Now coming to the next things, uh, you can from apply now here button you can surely apply. Now, these are the process of round one. This there will be skill based assessment for Gen Z Next. Now, as you can see, if you meet the Gen Z Next cutoff, the cutoff will be much more than 80%. I am going to tell you. Okay, the people who get more than 80% in the, they I think they are going to qualify for the technical and HR interview of Gen Z Next. Now, the package for Gen Z Next here is 6.75 lakh. Mind it, for Gen Z Next it is 6.75 lakh. Now, suppose you do not meet the Gen Z Next criteria, but you meet the lower level criteria, that is the Gen Z Elevate, which will be something like 4.5 to 5 lakh PA. As I suppose, it is not revealed. I suppose that 4.5 to 5 LPA, that may be the Gen Z Elevate. Then you are going to give the for that interview. Now this will come later, it will come later in the September. First this process will take on. If you made Gen Z Next cutoff score good, then you clear the technical HR interview score, then excellent. Then you will be selected for Gen Z Next. Then you are going to Gen Z Next offer letters. But if you do not get selected, you have another try. Just like we are going through for the TCS Digital and the TCS Ninja. You go for the TCS Ninja, and if you have done well, very much well, then they give a chance in the interview for going for the TCS Digital role. Same thing here. They have introduced. You have done very much well. You are going for the Gen Z. So, or you have not been. Now, what they are going to do now? Suppose you do not meet for the after the interview. You are not. They suppose that you are not good for the Gen Z Next. Then they will give another opportunity after that HR interview to go to the Gen Z Elevate. This is another two-way path. Now, suppose you get the Gen Z Elevate, otherwise you will be get rejected from this. And this path, there is only one way. They are selected for Gen Z Elevate after September, and they are going for to Gen Z Elevate. That is the 4.5 lakh package something. They are going for it. Now, another one of the cool things about this drive is if you fail to secure the minimum cutoff in the skill-based assessment, but at the very beginning, you will be not be what to say. You will be still be able to sit for your campus or for your onboard for your on-campus process. You will still be available, or you will still be able to uh, sit for your on-campus process. But it was not earlier like that. As you can see, who fail to secure a minimum skill next, they will be eligible for Gen Z Next Elevate Campus. So I suppose that most for CAC, EC, Triple E, and all the circuital branches or the related allied branches are available to apply for these posts. And you must be a 2022 grad. All the documents for registration and student gaps should not be more than uh, this time here they have given a much more relaxation. They have given a 2 years gap in your education is that will be sufficient enough, and you should have an overall aggregate score of 60%, which is a minimum for all the tribes that is going to be happening more soon. So that's it all. Make sure you check through all of the processes and go through the process, and you do your superset registration. After that you will be going through all the process later on. If you found this video helpful, then don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. I hope we'll meet in future. Bye.